Welcome back to my channel. So I have a little guest. She's not in the video, but she'll do videos with me when she's older. This is a tutorial on this halo eye. I got a lot of requests to do it, so hope you guys enjoy. It's a little step-by-step tutorial on just the eye look. So hope you guys enjoy this video and please keep watching if you want to see how I got this look. Say hi. Hey. 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 So as you guys can see, I already have my eyebrows done. Let me know if you guys want a tutorial on that. I get asked a lot like how I do my eyebrows, but they take a good amount of time, so I don't like doing them in videos. But if you guys want like a separate video on that, I can definitely do that. They're like not perfect, but they're whatever. So just jumping onto my eyes, I already primed my lids with the Born This Way concealer, and now I'm going to be going in to the Huda Beauty Koala Obsessions palette. Please ignore my nails in this whole video because yeah, life is rough. So I'm gonna be going in to this orange shade right here as my transition. This is a very light orange shade and I really like the color. And while we're at it, I'm just going in with to my foundation palette and going in with this bone shade just to highlight my brow bone. So for this look, we really want to work into the colors. I don't just like to go in with like one dark shade and just keep blending it out. I like to add multiple of similar shades and then just kind of go from there. So next I'm going in to my Modern Renaissance palette. These are a lot of palettes that I'm going to be using, but the shades that I'm using are like warm tones that you can find in like the Morphe 350 palettes or just any palettes that you guys have. Like I said, they're not like crazy shades or anything. I just use a bunch of different palettes for like different shades, but I'm going in to this color Real Gar. It's just like a deep burnt orange. It's a lot deeper than the first shade I used, and I'm just gonna be using this to deepen up my crease. And now I'm going back in with this shade, the first transition shade, just to blend that out. So now it is all blended out. I'm going in to my Modern Renaissance palette again and going into the shade Red Ochre. And for this look, when you're creating the crease, it doesn't necessarily have to be too precise and too perfect because you are going to be cutting it for the halo. So try to blend it out as best as you can, but like I said, you're going to be covering a lot of the creases in the end, so don't worry too much about blending, but make sure your edges are blended because they will show. So the last shade that we're going to be using to deepen up the crease is from my Jaclyn Hill palette. It is this, it's very similar to the Red Ochre color that we just used, but it's a little bit deeper. And it's this one right here. I don't know the name, actually. It's right here. It's called Jax. So yeah, my palette is so disgusting, so don't mind. But yeah, I'm just going to use that to deepen up one more time. And along the way, when you're adding the red shades, you can lose a little bit of the orange tones. So I just like to go back in and just use it to blend out the edges so it's, you know, still pops out. And for deepening up the crease, I definitely recommend this blending brush. It's from Wet n Wild. You can literally buy this at the Dollar Tree. It's literally like the cheapest brush I own, and it's one of my favorite, and it's so soft and it works perfectly. So I definitely recommend you guys get like 3 of these because, like I said, they're like at the Dollar Tree. So this is what our crease is looking like so far. As you can see, it's not too perfectly blended, but at the same time I tried to keep it pretty deep in the crease area, because that's what makes the halo eye like look really nice and defined, and it gets that like halo effect. If your crease isn't dark enough, it can look a little weird, so just try to darken it as much as you can. At first it'll like look kind of weird and like messy, but in the end, trust me, it'll come back together. So I'm just going to be using my Born This Way concealer to cut the halo crease. This is the tricky part, and it's kind of hard to explain just because like not everyone has the same crease. I don't have too much lid space, but I do have, you know, a good amount of lid space. Not everyone has the same lid, like I said, but you just kind of have to work with the crease that you have. It is doable. If you don't have much of a crease, you can make the illusion of having more of a crease by just like going above the crease. It's kind of difficult, but I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit just because I don't know if it'll help. We'll see. And excuse my breakout because it's like really bad. Okay, so we're gonna attempt this. Usually when I do halo eyes, they don't even come out perfect. Like it takes me like 10 years. Yeah, but let's see if it comes out good. So I'm just putting a little bit on this brush. I use this brush for anytime I cut my crease. I use this also to clean up under my eyebrows. It's the Vanity Planet smudging brush. It's just like this, pretty defined a little bit. So I'm just gonna be going to where I think my crease is, and just putting like a little line. So that's where I think my crease is. But what a lot of people do to help guide them is they look up. When I look up, it goes like up here, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna go slightly above where I assume that it's at. And this is basically the hardest part of this whole look, because after that you're just bringing the concealer down and blending out the edges. So this is definitely the hardest part, but it's definitely doable if you're really patient. It gets a little frustrating when you're trying to do the second eye, but just be patient. We got this. So that's what I have right now, and I think it looks okay. Even though I did add a lot of this is going to be covered in the end, because the halo effect is usually not, it's usually like the size of your pupil, but I have pretty big eyes, so I like to go in a little bit smaller. That's a tip I learned from Tina, if you guys don't know her. What she does is she does the halo like the size of this like pupil, I think it's the pupil, and yeah, mine is pretty big, so I don't like to go that big, but I'm just using whatever's on the brush to drag this down. So now I'm just going to be using my finger to kind of just tap and blend out the edges a little bit. That, and now I'm going to be going in with a shade just to set it all. So for this part, you can just go in with any highlighter, gold shade, champagne shade of your preference. I'm just going to be using my iluvsarahii Dose of Colors highlighter. I'm just going to be using this for the middle. We're going to be adding glitter on top, so it doesn't really matter, but I like to have a little bit of some shimmer there just in case like there's a little part where there's no glitter or something. So I'm just gonna be using this actually with my finger. Okay, and I like to keep it mainly in the center because we're going to be adding some matte shades on the side, so sometimes it can look a little weird if the mattes and shimmers like blend too much. So now I'm going to be working on the sides, so I'm just going to be going back in to the Jaclyn hair palette and using that deep red shade that we used before, the Jax one. And I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild brush once again. I'm telling you, this is like perfect also because it's pretty small and precise, so you can really get into these edges. So I'm just going to be using this, and I'm just going to be not blending, but you just want to pounce the brush. We're going to blend it eventually, but for now you just want to pounce it. And you gotta be a little careful with the inner corner because you don't want to get it too much like on the tear duct, so just pounce it a little bit more gently. And now I'm just going to be trying to blend it, but not necessarily blending, but just kind of like stroking a little bit. It's kind of weird to explain, but just kind of like moving the brush like this. And for my outer edge right here, I'm gonna be just packing this on as well, and just I'm kind of blending a little bit. Okay, I try to blend it as much as I could. Now we're gonna be going in with the glitter. This is my favorite part ever. Once you reach this step, you're like so happy. So I'm using the Morphe glitters. If you guys have watched my videos consistently, you guys know I love the Stila glitters. Like, they are my favorite ever. I swear by them. But they are $25 each glitter, and they are a good size, but in my opinion it is a little bit pricey. I usually get the mini ones. It's like a pack for $25, 3 for $25, but they are mini and they don't have too much product. But I just recently went to my Morphe store in Phoenix, and I picked up this. It comes with 3 liquid glitters, and they are only $12, you guys. $12 for 3, and these are pretty full size. I can't say that they're exactly, you know, the same amount of product as the Stila ones, but $12 for 3, like, yes. I'll buy, you can get 2 packs, and they have a lot of different shades. I got the colors, I don't know, this says Glitter Fever. I don't know if that's like the name of the duo, because there's 2 different duos, but these are the ones that I got. These ones are the most realistic in my opinion. These were the ones I figured I would use the most. This is like a rose gold shade, nice black shimmer that I haven't used, but I really want to use probably maybe for like New Year's, and of course a silver diamond one. These are definitely pretty good size, and I don't know, I really like them. Let me see. Oh, okay, so this is the size of the Stila one, and this is the Morphe one. These are basically the same exact color. I love Kitten Karma by Stila. Oh my gosh. And I'll always love it, but I do love this one as well. But as you guys can see, they're pretty much the same size. Looks like they have the same amount of product, and these are only $12 for 3. I definitely recommend you guys get these, maybe for yourself, a Christmas present. You can never go wrong with liquid glitters. Who uses, like, I don't know who uses loose glitter anymore. I mean, I just used that like this weekend, but that's just besides the point. These are very easy to use and work with, and I definitely recommend you guys get your hands on these like ASAP. I'm going in with the shade Poppin'. This color is Poppin'. It's just really, like, you guys can see the glitter is like glistening. It's not gonna focus, but I'm just gonna be using this with the wand it comes with, and then I'm going in with my own brush for, of course, the top part of it. So I'm just gonna be using this to start off. I'm just gonna be packing mostly in the center. I don't want to go too far out because I'm just gonna be using like a brush or my finger to blend that in the end. So now I'm just going in with this small precise brush, the Vanity Planet small cream shadow brush, and I'm just gonna be taking some of the product that's on the brush already, and I'm gonna be using this to outline the crease. So I just went ahead and packed that on, and you kind of want to let it dry just a little bit because when you blend you don't want it to be like all wet and like clumpy. So I let it dry for a little bit, and I'm just using my finger to tap the edges a little bit, and I'm just gonna be using whatever is on this brush, and I'm just gonna be tapping. And as you can see, it got kind of red and messed up, but don't worry, you can just go back in with the glitter. So all I was doing to kind of disperse the glitter a little bit and kind of make it a little bit blended is just tapping the edges until I think it's blended. This is how it looks so far, and it looks a little bit harsh, but I'm gonna be doing this eye, then I'm gonna come back and try to blend it when it's a little bit more dry. So I'm gonna be right back with this eye. So I went ahead and finished up this eye, and I feel like this one came out better than this one, but we're just gonna go with it. This eye was a little bit weird when it came to blending, especially you can see right here, but it's okay. We're gonna be putting on some lashes, and yeah, I just kind of like going in with my transition brush and just kind of sweeping this around the edges. I feel like you can't really see, but the orange does peek through a lot in person. But yeah, I just went ahead and added just a little bit more glitter on the center of my lid, and now I'm going to be putting on lashes. You can go with whatever lashes of your preference, but I love the KoKo Lashes in style Queen Bee. These are my favorite. These are my OG lashes, and they're only like $8 or $10. So I already put the glue on the lashes, and they're drying, and I forgot to put on mascara, so I'm gonna try to hurry up so they don't dry all the way. I'm using this butterfly mascara. Oh my gosh, this is so bomb. And I like going to, gosh dang it, to Burlington. Okay, we'll just cover it with glitter. I got a little bit of mascara on my lid. Burlington, this is only like $3. At Target, they're like $6. That's a tip. If you want to go get some bomb, like really good mascara, I recommend going to like TJ Maxx or Burlington, because they do have mascara for like $3. Because Target is like $6, and that's not like expensive, but it could get a little pricey. They used to be like $4 or $5. And my camera is dying. I gotta switch out the battery. But yeah, now I'm going in with my lashes. These are the Queen Bee lashes, like I said. And I suck at putting lashes on, so don't make fun of me. Hopefully my camera doesn't die while I'm doing my lashes. Ooh, so pretty. So yeah, that's it for my eyes for now. I'm going to be doing my face off camera. My face routine is pretty much the same, so if you want to see that, you can check out my last video for an updated face routine. But I'll be back for my lower lash line and some highlighting and some lips. So yeah, I'll be right back. So I went ahead and finished my face. Like I said, it's the same as my last video. I just ended up using the Hoola bronzer today, and oh my gosh, I've never used this like ever, but this is like really good. I really like it. Ooh. So yeah, that's the only thing that I did differently. So now I'm gonna be working on my under eyes. I'm just gonna be going in with my Huda Beauty palette, and I'm going in with the orange shade that we started off with. I actually have some of the red ochre shade on this, so it may like come out a little bit darker, but you're just basically going to be using the same shades that you used for the lid. And it's so crazy how like that really completes the look. I'm just gonna be blending this out a little bit more. And then I personally like to go in with a black black on my waterline. If I can find it, it's right here. I don't know, I feel like it kind of completes this type of look as well. So I'm just gonna be using this like random black eyeliner and applying a little bit. My eyes water a lot, so it kind of like fades throughout the day. And for my inner corner, I'm just going in with a highlighter. This is the Amrezy highlighter. This is like my favorite. And I'm just using my finger, tapping it. This is like the best highlighter ever. And now I'm going in with the Desi x Katy highlighter in the shade FUEGO. And I like to use my finger when I do my nose. And then in with my Amrezy. So to finish off this look is of course the lips. I feel like lips really do make a huge difference in like makeup looks. So I'm going in with my Sweetheart liner by Morphe. So now that I have my lips lined, I'm going in with my Fenty Stila paint in the shade Unbutton. I think I did this lip combo in my last video, but honestly, I've been loving this combo. It's like a nice brown nude lip. I just love it. And now I'm gonna be topping it off with my Morphe lip gloss in the shade Chill. This is like my favorite nude gloss ever, and I don't know, I feel like, see how my lips look kind of dark right now? This like really just tops it off, makes it look more nude. Basically the completed look. I did add a little bit of my ABH blush, but I didn't show that on camera, but that's basically it. I like live for a really nice precise halo eye. I feel like they look like intimidating at first, but honestly they're not as hard as it seems. It just takes a lot of like precision when it comes to the top parts, but I think that's honestly all in the brush you use for that. And like you usually will find like a precise brush in almost every single brush kit that you get. But yeah, it just takes a lot of blending as well, and I feel like the lashes really complete any halo eye. So yeah, I hope you guys learn how to do this. I try to describe things as well as I possibly could. It's kind of hard because, like I said, it does depend on your eyelid shape and just the crease, because everyone's different. But I hope you guys can figure it out, and I hope that this helped a lot.